You always think you have the best workflow. However, when you start really, turning over things or really looking at things and what's going on, you realize there's always gaps. Wolverine is positioned as a really full-service direct mail production company, direct communications. And our specialty is really focusing on business critical communications. Not that there's not any non-critical communications that I've ever run across, but everything we do for our clients is critical. A fair amount of it is sensitive data and information. And we service a lot of different verticals just because of our expertise and the solutions that we provide here. The jobs we do have a wide range for the verticals and the clients that we service. And some of the sensitive things and applications we do that our clients trust us with is like healthcare data, insurance information, financial. We do check printing actually for both payables and payroll runs. Along with that goes a lot of year-end documents, W-2s, 1099s, and things of that nature. Our big thing is, starting a few years back or more, we wanted to make our clients feel like they were in this building. So we had to build software and platforms and visibility and transparency into everything that we do. That's today's world if you want to really get that type of business in those applications and maintain and grow that. We've been through a lot of different types of print devices and hardware over the years. We started out, like I said earlier, with the Siemens, and which migrated to OSE. It was OSE 372 continuous high-speed variable printer. Then we're able to grow because of the software solutions along with the hardware, the PCs that could drive it. So we were at the right place at the right time. And we started putting cut sheet devices, Xerox and some other OSE models, and another continuous device. And back then it was a lot of monochrome variable printers, 8.5 by 11. Our clients would provide us, or we would source them for them, the shells or the pre-printed static information, and then run it through our variable presses. From a strategic standpoint, again, refresh and a vision where all this is going to go. About 4 years ago, we put in a high-speed inkjet digital web, which we were researching it, watching it at least 4 years before we decided to pull the trigger because it's a significant investment. Full color, full variable. We put it in, we had a fair amount of work for it. We could convert from our older devices to the new one. And at the same time, we needed to feed that print device with a lot more work, especially with the speeds that it ran at. And we were able to do that in a very short period of time, just like a lot of the other investments we made over the years. So we just put our second one in this past year, which has been a great thing. And along with that, we put in 2 KM1 UV inkjet presses by Konica. And that's where I see, we're at now in our print room and our print devices is mainly going to 100% inkjet digital variable applications. White paper factory, we all talk about it, and the workflow that goes along with that. So it's been a great thing. The screen 520 HD, 22 inches wide. It screams, it's fast. If I can translate it to pages instead of, they always want to talk meters per minute and all that good stuff. I'm more of an old production guy, I guess you could say. To see that run at full color, full variable, producing say 40,000 8.5 by 11 variable documents per hour is just awesome to see, and it's amazing. And it's really critical, the speed. The SLAs with our clients are shorter and shorter. That's the world we live in. The demands are there. Doesn't surprise me because obviously digital is extremely fast, right? And for hard copy communications to still be relevant for our clients, it's about speed, it's about turn time. I always really talk workflow, I stress workflow in our leadership team meetings. You always think you have the best workflow. However, when you start really, turning over things, you're really looking at things and what's going on, you realize there's always gaps and can be gaps in workflow. It's just getting the time and resources to really attack that the right way. And the great thing about Solimar, having a partner like that is very, very valuable, because you can say Solimar is a software platform, it's what it is, software. However, they're a lot more than that. They, like in our name is solutions, they are a solution provider. Meaning, if our clients and we're looking at a new application that they want, or a new piece of business that we're looking at, a lot of times we'll engage Solimar because it might be a question or a situation that we haven't solutioned yet. And they're very open. They have a great team there that will support us. And even if they don't have 100% the solution or experience in there, they'll come up with a solution if it's there, which really is the big thing I love about the partners and how important that is to us. And they even offer us support services if we don't have the resources in here, to get these applications going. They're right there and will help us and assist us to get it up and running sooner than later. And it's about resources too, which is important.
We have pretty much the Rubica suite. We have Rubica, we have SolaTrack, where we're using all the different components within it. For us, Solimar, it represents a really critical component to our output and our operations, because the tool set within the Solimar system allows us to create automation that we could otherwise not do outside of the system. But more importantly, what's really great about the Solimar structure is it's a decoupled architecture which allows you to pick and choose the features that you need and really design custom applications and workflows. The requirements and the experiences obviously is slightly different with each customer, but there's a lot of similarities too, right? So once you establish those similarities and you break it down, the customization becomes a lot more simple. And this is made possible due to the fact that we are able to create more frameworks than we do applications. And we see Solimar as part of a framework component, for example, but we have different systems within our workflow that we use as framework, so to speak. BCC is one of those. Solimar is another one. We have data ETL translation systems that come in that allow us to configure data, come in and standardize and normalize. So, once you get those components in place and you create a normal or a standardized function, the pieces fall into place pretty easily, and they fit into our reporting model and allow us to create that visibility from end to end.
Our data team uses it, but I actually push various projects specifically for our OEM customers that may be on legacy-based systems, legacy-based data or formatting, and we utilize the Solimar tool within our data team to enhance those and bring those up to speed, those different programs. And we actually use them for a program that we are launching here in the next couple of months. So my data team is more in tune with what the Solimar systems can do, but I definitely see use, especially making our projects for our customer easier. I don't think many people realize how much data and how much technology and how much software is needed when you're talking about print components and various methods of how to take something and output it for print. So technology is what's going to set companies apart in this sector of this industry, and having a partner like Solimar is the one that will grow with us and have and take us there to that next level.
The support is fantastic. We've been working primarily with Melissa. She's been wonderful. She's super responsive, very great at educating us and letting us, sharing her thoughts and her input and how she solved the problem so that we can move forward with those concepts as well with other projects. The Solimar website and the online training is excellent. We refer to that on a regular basis. It's probably less frequent because we're getting a little bit more comfortable with the tool, but certainly to get started, the Solimar University was a fantastic tool and one that we continue to lean on for reference. And then when we have bigger projects and we have to get something out the door quicker, we'll lean on Solimar expertise. We do. It's a great starting point. So combination of code reviews with our existing workflows with existing developers, certainly goes a long way. Introduction to the Solimar University as a reinforcement tool certainly does play a factor into that for us.
You know, for the time that I've known them and Solimar, definitely I know it's a consensus around here that they are one of our favorite vendors, just with the energy that they bring to the table. And every time we see them at conferences, they're always the first ones to notice us and say hi. So I know I am not the only one that shares the gratitude to their team.
For the future, I know that hard copy communication is going to remain very relevant for years to come. It's only being enhanced at this point in time. I think the younger generation, the millennials, who are now not youngest people anymore, there's some hitting their 40s or whatever, are starting to take back to direct mail and understand the value of it for communications. And I think, you know, where Wolverine's positioned now with the partners we have and all of our experience and the knowledge, we're going to fill a lot of gaps out there for these younger folks that need to learn from us. And we're going to teach them, and we're going to show them ways that they can make their business more successful, to grow it, to have world-class solutions when it comes to communications, especially hard copy. And I see a lot of opportunity out there. I see a lot of solution selling, not just taking orders, not just quoting 20 jobs a week or anything like that, a job shop, so to speak. I see if someone's in sales or in management, you want to get out there, you have a lot to talk about, and you could be excited about it.